I think baka training atatuambia amefika wapi, na don't forget, ask all the questions you can. Sawa, feel free to ask all the
Okay.
questions. Jinpi, over to you.
Hello Miss Nyawi tena.
Hello
Actually
Jinpi.
sijafika hadi
Mm-hmm.
actually sijafika hadi training but nilikuwa
Mm.
nikikutext hapa, but anyway let me say my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So ulisema tuandike like I've been referred with a friend blah 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 the process.
Yes.
Nikaenda kwa Melody, so I
Mm-hmm.
reached out to Melody
Mm.
and she told me to send an audio about myself and
Mm.
also speed tests and also a case scenario with a customer, which I was
Mm-hmm.
able to send.
Okay.
So after hiyo they always reply within 24 hours. After hiyo Melody aka reply.
Within
So
24
when I
hours.
reply, yeah,
Mm.
within
Wow.
24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So Melody did reply, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was scheduled for an interview with their
Mm-hmm.
HR.
Yes.
Wacha nikwambie. So hapo interview,
Yes.
before hata interview ianze iliisha for
What
the
do you
first
mean?
time, yeah.
What do you mean?
Because number one, I
Mm-hmm.
just realized that I had like two Skypes. Kumbe Skype yenye nilikuwa all along on the laptop, now on my phone, they were totally different. So me
Oh,
getting a laptop, because it's been a while since nitumie Skype. I know.
okay.
Okay. So later, I she was telling me, okay, kindly share your screen. I'm trying to share, but haiku happen.
Mm-hmm.
So alikuwa anaka bit agitated, like disappointed. So
Oh.
nika request, like I apologized. I really did apologize. Nikamwambia I was really ready for this. Could you kindly schedule me for maybe another interview and
Mm-hmm.
stuff?
Mm.
Akaniambia,
Mm.
I won't promise you that I'll schedule you for an interview today, but I'll get back to you. Akaniuliza. So this nikamtext on my Skype yenye sasa iko kwa lap, because they require you to use a laptop.
Mm.
So nikamtext
Mm-hmm.
kwa from my laptop sasa.
Okay.
And then akaniuliza, so is this your Skype? Nikasema yes it is. Baadaye they contacted me back actually
Mm-hmm.
after 2 days, 24
Mm-hmm.
hours bado.
Okay.
And then now I was all set. So nilitumia beshte yangu, like, please, let's just go through this,
Mm-hmm.
confirm it's my Skype, confirm it's this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Kindly, so nikashare screen, nika confirm kila kitu iko sawa, because I didn't want the same mistake to repeat itself.
I know.
So actually I did.
Mm-hmm.
And the interview then started. It was a bit, it's not as easy, because
Mm.
it also requires you to have like an experience, because the case scenarios that they ask you is about, like, I've worked in a call center before. Actually I was in CCI before.
Mm-hmm.
So they ask you about, like, the case scenarios, a customer, if a customer doesn't want a product, if a customer is irate, how would you handle in circumstances that maybe situation in ngumu, what do you
Mm-hmm.
do? And
Mm.
other questions about
Mm-hmm.
myself and my job experience. So everything went well.
Mm-hmm.
Alafu, what I didn't expect was the typing test. Unajua typing test is a most call center.
Mm.
Naonanga inakwanga like you read things before you type. So you're able
Mm-hmm.
to know like what to type next. So
Yes.
zao zinakuja ka news. Unaona ile yenye you don't know the next word, so you're just typing.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was good, by the way. It was good. And I think nearly type, it was like 90%, yeah? And then the
Mm.
interview on my end,
Mm-hmm.
actually interview ilikuwa fiti. So on my end though, so interview
Mm-hmm.
ilikuwa fiti. Now my only worry is they
Mm.
haven't gotten back.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
also,
Mm-hmm.
kenye ilifanya nikakuwa I also have, so when on LinkedIn, like you have alumni from your previous job and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I reached out to a lady, nikamuuliza about the call experts. Akaniambia, yes, it does exist. And she told me iko venye ina work hivi na hivi and hivi. And
Mm-hmm.
then even after the interview, I was like, yeah, I did my interview and I told her what had transpired. And then akaniambia,
Mm.
ati kindly just reach out to them, maybe kumekuwa na some communication was not made or something. Though it's been 2 days, I communicated to the HR, but Bada respond. So I don't know.
Okay. I think from what I've gathered, they've been having lots of training ongoing at the moment. And in most cases, they communicate and sometimes they take even 2 weeks. You were so
Okay.
lucky that you got your response in 24 hours. In fact, you're the very first person when amesema ulipata response within 24 hours. Most
Oh.
people had to wait for, but they do have people who had to wait for over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, close to a month. People had to wait for a very long time for Melody to respond. There are people who, until today, they made the application in December and they've never gotten a response from Melody. You're super, super lucky.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And also another thing, if people are applying, actually, unafaa ku make sure like the accent bits. Ikiwezekana finya mapua.
Hebu tufanyie mapua
Okay.
tusikie. But hebu
Just
tufanyie tu. Aki naomba tu. Hebu tupatie tu hiyo scenario cases zenye uliulizwa na vile tu uli respond. Because most people have been like, Nyawi sasa nafaa kujibu nini?
okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I wasn't prepared for this though. But acha niwaambie scenario moja. If the customer, for example, they ask you, if a customer calls in and says that they're not they don't want not they don't want the product, sorry, but they can't afford the product, what would you do? So I say that in a case scenario whereby the customer says that they're not able to afford the product, we'll first of all empathize with the situation. Then in case we have any offer that is ongoing, then we are going to also tell the customer more about the offer. And in case we don't have the offer, we'll tell the customer that we will be able to contact them back in case of any offer that suits their budget. Yeah.
Did you guys know that? When you took a comment section, did you know that? Did you know that? And how about
Yeah.
the other scenario of I'm not familiar with your products? How do you respond to that? Or rather, how did you do it?
Okay, hata siwezi kumbuka zingine. Okay.
You
Okay,
can give
I'm
us
not
a new one.
wakisema I'm not familiar with the brand, utasema you acknowledge, first of all, you acknowledge the fact that they're not familiar with the brand, then tell them more about the brand, and also tell them the benefits of acquiring our brand, our brand, and also the benefits of doing business with us. Kitu kaa hiyo. Yeah.
Is that how you speak when you're responding to them? Because haujafinya mapua. Umetuongelesha kama Mkenya. Ukweli, si ni ukweli people? Ametuongelesha kama Wakenya.
Eh,
Hebu tufinyie
wacha
mapua vile
tu.
unafinya. Tunataka kusikia level ya mapua vile
Ai,
unafinya. Aki,
At
hebu
least
tufinyie.
nimepeana
Tufinyie
tips.
tu. The guys,
Ai.
amefinya mapua kweli? Hajafinya mapua. Hebu tufinyie
Ai.
tusikie.
Eh, aki
Kidogo tu.
msinyawi. Hapo
Let people
kufinya, at
learn.
least nimepeana tips jameni.
Aki
Kufinya
tufinyie.
mapua
Tufinyie tu.
sasa.
Watu wanataka kusikia watu ufinyaje
Jameni.
mapua.
Ah.
Watu
Aki
wanasema
msinyawi
hauna
tutoke tu
accent.
hapo.
Tufinyie tu.
Aki tafadhali. Hapo sasa tutapass.
Ile tu nasema if a client says I'm not familiar with your brand vile unajua watu wanafaa kujua vile watafinya cause watu wanasema uko sawa. So najua kuna mtu anajiuliza kama hajafinya mapua kwani nafaa kuongeaje? Ama mimi naongea vitu zangu. By the way,
No,
people in comment section,
actually,
what do you feel?
actually, actually, hiyo kufinya mapua ilikuwa tu, by the way, the most important thing, don't have an accent. Just don't have an accent. Yeah. Just be you, be real, be authentic, but just don't have an accent. Because the friend of mine alikuwa ananiambia, a friend of hers aliambiwa we don't hire Africans. So I'm like, okay. So people get different responses
It's true.
kulingana na venye wametuma hiyo audio.
It's true.
And then just be down to earth to usikuwe na attitude, just respond to whatever umeulizwa, because most of people pia wanaanguka interview because wana overdo, and then maybe kitu kama hiyo, they just overdo it. Yeah.
Okay, sasa tujibie one last scenario. Utufinyia mapua. Haki moja tu. Haki mimi sitapumzika kama sijasikia ukifinya mapua.
Unaona ile nyuko prepared for interview, umekram vitu, you understand? And then
I get you. Mwaka tu anakuandikia
comment section.
Hata basi jintroduce kama unafinya mapua. Finya mapua jintroduce tusikie.
Ai jamani.
Hata kusikia
maybe unajua ita sound hivyo. Unajua nakuanga na kama microphone hapa. Maybe headsets ndio inafanya sound inatoka fiti.
Utakupatia time uvae. Ukisema headsets. Hebu sasa tufinye. Tufinye tu kidogo. Kidogo tu.
Miss Nyabi, actually I wasn't prepared for this though. I hope unanielewa. And then the only reason why pia nimekuja, I was very much concerned cause hawakuwa get back. Asa hata nikifinya mapua hata itawasaidia. Si at least nimepeana tips and what you're supposed to do.
Umetusaidia sana
na nimekutumia pia.
Tunaomba tufinye mapua na tujui.
Sawa basi, nimekutumia voice note already on WhatsApp. Utawawekea kwa channel basi.
Ujue ungefinya kama ungemuuliza swali with the Kilami swag. Ni mimi nimekosea, ningeuliza swali na nimeanza kutoa tips. Unaambiwa go Jean go.
No way bro.
Acha niwaplayie saa hii tu. Ile yenye ulituma ndio umenitumia?
Hiyo nikicomplain jameni, una play saa hii.
Hiyo ndio tunatafuta saa hii, hata hujatuma. Iko?
Nimekutumia.
Zenye tunaona tuoni. Namba yako inaisha na the last 2 digits.
69.
Ndio huyo. 69 mwisho. Ele. Hapana, haina voice note.
Kuna yenye nimekutumia saa I guess watu wengi wana kutext ndio maana, but nilikuwa nimekutumia.
Iko na 669 mwisho.
No, 0
usiseme yote. Sema the last
799 alafu inaisha na 69.
99 then 669 mwisho.
Yeah.
Bado jaingia.
Nilituma kitambo.
Ulituma kitambo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were complaining.
Yeah.
Okay, 69. Nimeona. You're pretty.
Hey. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Try.
Let me know before ni play. Niambie, what other thing would you want to tell people when you wanajaribu kuapply hizi kazi? By the way, guys, do you have questions? Please ask her. Asha meet HR. You're going to be meeting the HR soon ukiapply hiyo kazi. She's gone through the major processes. Imebaki tu training peke yake. I was hoping Dawn would be here, but Dawn hajaingia. It's still okay. Tumepata John P. Hakuwa ameplan and she was ready. Amewapatia information. Sindio, do you have any question for her? Because remember, this company, once they recruit you, you work from home. So, and they pay you good money. So this is something I would want you to try and fight for. So if you have any question, please ask her right here. She's talking about calls experts. Calls experts. I've seen what you sent is super personal, so I'm not going to play it, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah. That's for my ears alone.
All right.
Yes. So any other thing that you think you may not have mentioned, you'd want someone to know?
Okay, what else? I think I've basically talked about everything. Because just be yourself, just answer whatever you're being asked. What else? Just prepare well. Questions about yourself and also case scenarios about the product,
Yeah.
being familiar with the product. A
Mm.
customer does not do what cannot afford, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe if the customer is not in a position to talk at the moment, what would you do? Yeah,
Mm.
just search on, because nearly realize pia, even when I reached out to the lady, she
Mm-hmm.
was telling me about aliulizwa, the things that I was asked actually
Mm-hmm.
zilikuwa mingi kuliko zenye yeye aliulizwa, because yeye aliguzia tu like 3 4 questions,
Okay.
and so I didn't expect. So it's just good to be prepared because you won't know what they'll
Mm.
ask, and then your typing test has to be good. Yeah, like very good.
Mm.
Your typing skills, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Did
Yeah.
she get the job?
Oh my goodness, about that. I don't want to discourage people,
Mm.
but yes, she did get the job. Actually, by the time we were getting to to know each other, because we went and became very good friends,
Mm-hmm.
I ilipata kama nafutwa job. So yeah, I don't want
Wow.
to be negative
Uh-uh.
because I
Hapa
always
tunasemaga
believe.
ukweli, hapa tunasemaga ukweli. Tunaweza kuwa tunaimba hapa
Okay.
hivi kila siku, alafu wanaenda kutufuta huko mbele. Hebu what do you think people? Hebu nisaidieni kwa comment section, tuambie ukweli
Aya.
ama tufunikwe, tusiambie ukweli. Hebu tuambie what
Because
really happened.
yeah, so
Mm.
walifutwa, like they have like crazy targets if they just fire you, like job security si poa hivo, una
Mm-hmm.
get, like
Mm.
they can just wake up one morning and say you're fired, you're fired, you
Mm.
know. So
Mm.
but I also believe that kila
Mm-hmm.
mtu tu kaa ni time yako, ni time yako, na kaa job ni yako, ni yako. So yeah.
Mm.
And she
Mm.
was actually telling me there are two sides. Kuna the US side and then kuna the Canadian side ya Canada. So
Mm-hmm.
nasikia US hawana
Mm.
pressure mingi hivo, but Canada kidogo kuna a bit of pressure. So it also
Mm.
depends with where you land. Na plus
Mm-hmm.
amesema like hii imeanza like from this year ndio ameanza kuwa na hiyo like ufala kidogo, but it's not a bad
Mm-hmm.
place. Plus
Mm.
salary si 65 as they say,
Is
but
she gonna?
I think
How much?
plus bonuses you
Mm.
might be able to reach there. It's about she said it was about 40. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was
Mm-hmm.
getting 40 take home.
Yeah, 40 G's.
So maybe plus bonuses ndio inafika 65, eh?
Inaweza fika 65, but it's not as easy as
Mm.
easy. Yeah.
Mm. Kupata the 65, eh? Mm.
Au kuna
I
mtu
think
anauliza hapa unalipwa during training. Yeah, they pay from training. Yeah, they
mm.
do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hurt. I'm so broken, heartbroken. 40K. Okay, it's not bad, it's good. But me, I was looking at
Yeah.
65. Are they giving
Yeah.
people different rates?
I think so,
I
cause
think so.
nilikuwa nasikia hiyo side ya US pia,
Mm.
they give like the incentives and also like
Mm.
the salary. I don't know
Mm.
if the salary is a bit good and then the incentives iko mingi as
Mm.
compared na the Canada side. That is
Mm.
something that
Mhm.
siku get clarification on.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Please do alafu utaniambia because the number of people that
Yes.
I've gotten so far, almost everyone says 65. So I don't know how comes
I
mwingine
don't
amelipwa 40K.
I don't know. Maybe na depend na venye unawatafutia clients and stuff, because it's all about life insurance.
Mm.
So it also depends with
Mhm.
maybe the KPIs, how they handle their KPIs. I don't know.
Mm. I think,
Yeah.
or maybe ni KPIs. It's just all about KPIs. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. And it's all about life insurance.
Yeah, life insurance.
Mm-hmm. Customer
Yeah.
service.
Yeah. And actually when I was done with the HR,
Mm-hmm.
alinitumia tu job description, but it wasn't saying anything like if you agree or anything. I just checked on it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't see much on it apart from sasa hizo vitu zote zenye we all know about. Yeah.
Okay. Would you mind sharing with me a copy of the JD?
Yes, 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 I will. I will.
Thank you. Someone is asking typing speed.
Typing speed, I don't know it's out of what exactly,
Mm.
because my other friend, she had like 98%. It's not like,
Mm.
you know, this typing tests that you get from when you Google like typing tests, they're always
Mm-hmm.
like words per minute
Mm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
WPM, yeah. It's not like that. So you don't
Okay.
have, like, you don't get to see what you're typing. Unaona venye news usomwa, like inakuja words and then you don't see like the next word coming in. So you continue typing. So you type as you get to the end is when the next word comes. But it's zinaenda raka. So you
Okay.
have to like
Okay.
focus, yeah.
You have to be very fast.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
hizo
good
ma
info.
punctuations, sijui a
Uh-huh.
lot of punctuations, hapana. Haiko.
Okay.
It's just words.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can someone apply with no experience at all? Yes, you can. There's a lady who's been asking, what are you talking about? Ellie, this is Calls Expert. Calls Expert. If you've heard me talk about remote opportunities in Kenya, inaitwa Calls Expert. That's what we're talking about today. So, we've learned a lot. Thank you. That was informative. Wow, typing
Yeah.
speed, salary. Mnipiga 10 nil kwa salary, lakini ni sawa. Eh. Woo.
I know.
I know, man. I know. Wow. Mnafeel
Yeah.
aje? Na experience, so they don't need CV. They're gonna need your CV.
Experience. Are you asking
Yes.
about experience?
What do you think about experience? Oh, Don is also here. Amefika at last.
Okay.
Acha tumlete.
About
What about experience,
about
JP? What do you think?
about the experience, kulingana na what I was being asked,
Mm,
I think that is something that unafaa ukuwe na experience on, because how would you know how an irate customer behaves? What do you do in a scenario whereby maybe the customer is so irate that maybe doesn't want to speak to you? Unajua, in such kind of scenarios, what I used to do in my like job, my former job, we
yeah,
call the supervisor if they request for that is unaget.
yeah.
So a bit of experience, but if you're able to expound more and research more, you can also like you can do so well. Yeah.
A bit of experience will do.
Yeah.
Any last thing you want to tell people?
Okay. What I want to tell people is that the jobs that you do post here are legit. Like they're so legit. Kuna watu upata jobs, so just continue applying, continue doing your best. And sana sana, it's also like, I don't know, it's also like a plus that you even got to like link us direct to Melody and tell her like to make her referred, because some people just apply online, they never get to know who they're supposed to speak to next. So it's also a plus. Yeah, so just be on your lives, be keen, be attentive, and God willing kila kitu itajipa tu at its own time. Enyewe company yako, it's yours.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keep on being on the live. It's amazing being on this live. You may never know. Yeah,
You never know. You never know. I
you
love
never
that.
know.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Jean. Thank you for
Yeah,
taking your time to take us through, and we are hoping and praying that you get this job and you also don't
yeah,
get
thank
sacked
you.
very fast. That
Plus,
part.
I also believe that kila mtu akona time yake na your story
Yes.
might be different.
Thank you.
Because as much as, yeah, maybe kuna story na CCI and stuff, but some people are making it, like, yeah. So yeah, it can be good for you, it can be bad for someone else, so it also depends.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
So don't
People
give
keep
up.
complaining. People complain a lot about CCI, but you've worked with CCI. How was it for you?
Oh my goodness.
Wewe unatuambia ukweli, unatuambia ukweli sana leo. Lakini tunataka kusikia ukweli. Tumempoteza Jean. A lot of people keep complaining, CCI, CCI. Lakini CCI ni training field. Museme hiyo ni NYS. Shisikia NYS, NYS ya call center. Hiyo ndio CCI. Anyone who's gone through CCI, amefanya kazi na wao watakwambia. You get the best training. How to apply CCI? It's on my WhatsApp channel. A few people wanasema channel is, I think it's been reset. Text me on 0702, ndio hii imeandikwa hapo. Please pin the number. Pin the number. Hiyo number huwezi pin I don't know if you can. Oh, I can't pin because I have someone here. So yeah, there's a number. Chukua number ni text ama niongeze kwa WhatsApp channel na kuna mtu atakuongeza kwa channel. Now, this session was meant to be with Dawn and Dawn is here. Dawn Pia, Dawn is the one I was talking about when I said that she applied, all right? She applied, and after application, she went all the way to training, all right? So ako hapa, ask Dawn all the questions you have. Do you mind always when you mention opportunities, mention location too? When a recruiter shares their location, I give location. Mpaka kwa mlango, hata nitakupeleka karibu hadi kwa ofisi na kwa kiti where to sit, okay? But most organizations, even when they post opportunities online, they don't give you their location. They expect you to do your research. So if I mention a company, enda online. Most companies ziko online. Either wako na Instagram, Facebook, TikTok page. Itakupatia mpaka location. So if they give, we give. If they don't, let your finger do the talking, si ndio? Search, Google utaipata. I texted Nyawira but no response. Text again, Cynthia, text again. Does the most. Okay, text again. Now, Dawn, if you're here, talk to me. Take it up. Tuambie procedure yako ilikuwa vipi na calls
Hi,
expert.
Nyawe.
Hi. So kama
Karibuni.
unataka
I
kuongea na
have
mtu mwenye,
forgot.
sorry Dawn. I'm so sorry Dawn. If you want to speak to someone that has gone through the training, ask all the questions. Mpaka training amepita na ngoja response. Here she is. Ask all the questions and also you can ask anything. Si ndio? So mimi namwachia awapatie from process yake from day one all the way hadi siku ya mwisho. Don't niambia, tunasema ulinisahau.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So the process, Amanda. Oh, so the
Nimerudi.
process was just as you stated before. Go to your channel, follow all the instructions on your channel, and then I texted Melody.
Yeah.
It took her. I texted her on a Monday, and then she replied to me on a Wednesday. But nilimtumia, I said earlier, I sent her like I don't know a million text messages and missed calls. So and then the person who
Even
took
called.
long to reply.
When ni mnoma,
Yes,
you
I
kept on
called,
calling
but
even.
I called. I didn't want her to pick. I just needed her to find the missed calls.
Okay.
So the person who took her time to literally reply was the HR. She really takes her time. And when she texts you today and then you reply today, she'll text you again, I think after 3 days. She really takes her time to do with the whole process.
Okay.
So after when we finish the inbox chatting, she just asks you whether you're okay with the salary, whether you have any other commitments, and if you're okay with the amount they're offering. And then you just say yes, yes, yes. After that, she sets an interview with you. What I've seen, and most with Kenyans, she's setting 12 p.m. That is 8. Is it 8? Yes, 8 o'clock here, Kenyan time. So most of our questions are the same questions, like tell me about yourself, your experiences, how you handle difficult customers. Give me an example of a difficult customer and what you did. How many phone calls can you handle, and how many have you ever handled? And which one are you diversant with? Have you ever been in the e-commerce world? In short, have you ever been in sales? Have you ever done sales? And then after those questions, and also you have to be very clear on your examples. Do not have them on the top of your head like you're guessing when she's asking you. No, you have to practice now before the interview, because she'll even text you. She'll ask you, are you ready? Before you begin the interview, she'll ask you, are you ready? So if you're not ready, there's some people I talked to and they say they postponed the interview, and she gave them a chance, like just once.
Okay.
So and then after that, there's a typing speed. Your typing speed should be 30. But if you can type, even if you won't get it to 30 without mistakes, I don't think they mind much. But if it's less than 30, avoid mistakes. I'm telling you, also from other people, I asked questions when we were during training. And after that, she puts you on training the next day. After you get a response in 24 hours. The same time you do the interview, you get, if you pass the interview, you get the job. Now, during the interview, if you have an accent, that's the disqualification. If you keep doing the ahs and the stammering and using filler words during the interview, she will not give you a chance. She will not. But I think it's because that's only her. The other HR who was interviewing other people from other countries, they were letting them pass through. But yeah, she's strict.
Okay.
This I'm collecting from other people I got also. This is a combined information. Niliuliza maswali. Anyway, so but with her you have to tone your voice the same way with the recording. That recording that you send, you should be able to match that recording. Because if you don't match it, she'll disqualify you. And you'll not get the interview. You'll not be onboarded. So after you get the response, you are given 2 days to prepare yourself so that you can begin your training. And in those, when you're joining training, yes, they tell you need to upgrade your devices if you're onboarded. But from what I've seen, you should at least have a good headset. And your Wi-Fi should be stable.
Okay.
Should be stable. If you cannot afford Wi-Fi, I think unaweza nunua bundles of Safaricom za 3 hours because the training only goes for 3 hours. That's another option. Okay, buy bundles zile za tunikiwa. I think yes. Buy hizo bundles iko pot for 3 hours, you're good to go. Because during the training, the trainer is very strict and she's nice, but she's very strict. Okay, when she asks you a question and your Wi-Fi is shaky and your voice is not heard, she'll shut you out and go to the next person. And she'll never come back to you again.
Wow.
You get? So you have to be, I know they say you should be prepared for, you'll only do it after you're onboarded, but these are also marks. These are also steps to make sure that you're okay.
Okay.
The people who, if you get disconnected sometimes when she's teaching and it's a continuous thing, she'll block you out.
Wow.
They even say it there. Yeah, they even say it. They send a note there. Like, she was strict. I'm just saying, she was really strict, but she's very nice. Again, she talks very fast. Fast, Nyawera, I mean fast. So you have to be keen. And she gives pointers on things that are not on the sheet that she's going to teach you. The script and the details about the product or the service that you're going to sell. She'll give you other information that's not on the Excel sheet. So you have to be writing down notes. You have to be making very small notes about everything that she's saying.
Okay.
So that on your final day, when you're doing a role test, because she'll be the client
Okay.
and you will be the customer service. And if you can't answer her immediately, because
Yes.
from what I saw her tactics were, if she'll ask you a question that aliwambia before and you didn't take the time to note it down, and now she's asking as a client, and if you can't reply, she'll move on to another objection, and then she'll object you, like it's like you've already given her the space to. So you see, so you can even rate yourself with that call. Utajua whether you'll be able to improve or not. She's very tactful.
Wow.
So be keen on training. Be very keen on training. It's 3 days. It's 3 hours each day, but be very keen on training. She's very good. She's very tactful. She's very aggressive when you talk to her, when you ask questions. Also, yes, ask her questions. Please
Yes.
ask questions. Don't be silent. If you're good and she'll ask you questions, she'll put you, I think, at the top of her list in a way.
Okay.
She'll make like she was even able to tell us this is a group, this is, we're all they're men and women. I don't understand why only women are talking and asking questions. So she'll attack the men with questions. So you have to be very active. If you don't understand something, ask. Go online right now. If you know you're waiting a message, a text back from Melody, go online. Listen to how people do cold calls. Just a few of them. Understand how cold calls are made. Learn how to introduce yourself. That will help you in your last roll call play with her. She's going to be the only one, and she did it. We were how many? 22 people, and she did it in 1 hour 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. If you're good, she doesn't stay so much on you. If you're stammering a little bit, she'll continue giving you chances. But if you can't get through with it, she'll just tell you that's enough. Let's move on to the next person.
Wow.
Like that. So the most important thing is make sure your headsets are great. Please usinunue earphones sijui za nini, and then we can't, she won't hear you. She'll move on to the next person. Find headphones, find headsets from someone, borrow. Just find a way that you'll be able to not be sounding like you cannot be heard. And then your English, make sure you try and be more loud, not shouting, but be more vocal. Usiongee ni kama unaogopa. Be more vocal, because atakwambia I can't hear you. She'll be very straightforward. I can't hear you. And then you speak the same again. She'll move on to the next person. She'll give you chances, but she'll move on to the next person. Because in us, we were supposed to do the final role training on Tuesday. But when we started, she noticed people were very tense. And she told us, you know what? We're going to do this tomorrow. And tomorrow is the last chance. I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm going to go I have another training. And I'm going to let you guys practice a lot. So that when I come tomorrow, you guys are not tensed. Be yourself. Do not read the script like it's a novel, like it's a report.
Okay.
Know the major points and then use them. So she gave us on Tuesday, and then we did the whole last yesterday, which was, to be very honest, people had improved. People stopped being scared and all that. The anxiety and all the
Yeah.
pressure had just come down. She's very nice, but she needs you. So the first day when you start training, whatever the Google sheet that she'll send you, make sure you read it from that day. Do not wait until the final roll call to read it.
Yes.
If you have a partner, if you go into that session and you see a partner that you can work with, just text them, ask them, hey, do you want to practice? Do you want to go through the details like that, so that you can be able to, when you're talking to someone else that you don't know. I saw it helped, because us, we formed a group of 4 people. No, we were 5 Kenyans and one Rwanda, and one guy from Rwanda. He joined our group.
All right.
But she had partnered people with from different countries. Like my official partner was from Jamaica.
Okay.
But this other group, the last one, we were 4 Kenyans and 1 Rwandanese, and we practiced among ourselves. It became easier.
Okay.
So I know it sounds simple, like it's just texting melody, then you go to the HR, then you go for training, and then you're onboarded. Actually, that part of onboarding, it's kind of a little bit stressful.
All right. Let me ask, this class, is it a group? Is it a group call? And is it on Skype?
It's on Skype,
Yes.
and yes, it's a group call. We were 22 people, all of us were using Skype. It's just like using Zoom.
All right. So you were able to get contacts for each and every person that was in that group.
No, you can't get their contacts. You have to text them, and then someone can decide whether they can give you their contact or not. But you can create a group on Skype outside the main group.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Is there any of them that has already received feedback?
No, the feedback she told us was going to be next week.
Okay. All right. Okay. There are a few questions
Prob-
for you.
okay.
I'm going to start from the beginning. There is user 904. What kind of questions are you asked?
During the interview, it's tell me about yourself. Have you ever worked as a customer service before? Well, give me a situation where you've talked to a client who's irate, who doesn't know who's so anxious. How many calls have you handled in a day? And are you able to work within our timeline? Can you be able to maneuver when the product is changed? Yes, and then the typing speed, that's the last part. You're going to share your screen when you're doing the typing speed. She's going to direct you how to share the screen. Yes.
All right. So there's someone who also needs to know how to respond to the same questions.
Okay. This is my advice. Those same questions. Go on YouTube. Type tell me about yourself. There's so many videos, but I took it from, you remember Nyawere, when we went for the other interview. I was very tense, the one that we went Westlands, you remember?
I remember.
So
Yes.
I went back to YouTube and I studied. Even on Talent Pop, when I did the interview, I went in, but the lady told me, I am on point, but I am nervous, and my communication skill is, because I'm nervous, it's down. So I went back to YouTube, and I found this guy who was teaching people to use the STAR method. First, introduce yourself, talk about you. My name is Dawn. I've worked as a customer service for the past 3 years. I've worked in, and then you go with the industry. Which industry have you worked in? And what were you doing? And then after that, the type of skills that you have. For example, since it's here, when you're working remotely, you convert whatever it is the job that you're applying to, whatever they need is what you use.
Okay.
So here they need people who can make outbound calls. Okay? So
Yes.
you input whatever it is that they need.
Okay.
Just make it short so that you don't swallow most of your words. For the question of have you ever handled a high rate client, same case, go to Google or use ChatGPT and then practice a million times before the interview, so that when the interview comes, it's on the tip of your hands. Yes.
I hope you guys are following this. King Mufasa, good to see you. I have one more question for you. Not one more, several. Do you need a laptop and a webcam?
Yes, you cannot join she's very specific. You cannot join with your phone. If you join anything with your phone, you get kicked out. Maybe the HR can interview you, but I doubt, because she's very precise on it. But you cannot use your phone. You have to have a laptop. The best thing is, if you do not have a laptop, you can borrow. You can find someone who can lend you a laptop, because you still, when you're onboarded, if you get a chance to work with them, they give you a certain period to upgrade your laptop. and to upgrade your laptop and your internet.
Okay.
Then again, Nyawe, last time the internet speed was 15, but now it's 20 and 30.
20 and 30.
Yes.
Wow.
But if you have 2020, the admin guy said it's okay. But when they're writing it there, it's 2030. Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. There was another question. What was the question? I think I've forgotten. Let me go back to the question. You need a laptop. We've responded to that. So what products shall you be selling?
Okay, the company has different, they're BPOs, okay? This is a call center. It's the same as CCI. So if I tell you the product that we trained for, probably it's not the product that when the time you get it, it's the product that you'll have. But right now, what we did was insurance.
All right.
Insurance. And not like the whole insurance. They have a specific cover that they're selling. Yes. And
The life
you're not
insurance?
finding. Yes?
Life insurance?
Yes, life insurance and whole life, final and whole life insurance. And you don't find the leads. Mtu asisikie atoroke. No, you do not find the leads. They are giving you the leads to call.
Okay, that's okay. That's easy. Can you lie about your experience? Hey, I like that question. Mujib, can you lie about your experience?
Definitely. Yes, you lie. You maneuver your way. That's what I'm saying. You practice. Number one, I've never sold insurance. I've never done insurance. Yes, I've done customer service, but I've never taken more than 40 calls. I've never done that. You see?
Okay.
So you maneuver your CV to a point that you can lie, okay? Number one, if you make sure in your CV you've had a phone system. You've used a phone system, an online phone system.
Okay.
Okay. Examples of phone online, we have air call, we have soft phone, we have ring central. If you're asked how they work, just in case, you just say it's like a normal phone on your hand, but now this one is online. You can Google. Please make sure, that's what I'm saying. Google a lot. Like, don't just say it because you're waiting for an interview and because you got it through Nyawera, it's going to be simple to maneuver.
Yeah.
Google. Yes.
All right. There was one more question. Name of the company that's called Experts. Oh yeah, the question was on salary. Salary? Any info
The
about the salary?
salary is still $500, but from what I heard with the product, so if the product is different, maybe the salary can increase. And from some of the things that I saw, like in the long run, there's some benefits.
Okay.
Like if you stay with the company, there's some benefits.
All
Yes.
right. So it says salary is all dependent on the products.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I like that. Any other question? Guys, do you have any more questions for Dawn? Please ask. If you did not understand something, please ask. Because remember, application is still ongoing. Would you advise people to apply, Dawn?
Yes, I would advise you to apply just after the training, because when you listen during the training, they give us calls to listen to. And if you've done customer service or
Yeah.
if you've done work at CCI or like me, I've worked remotely before. You understand that's not a hectic call. I've worked remote before, and I know what a hectic call is. We listened to a few calls. The only part that you need to get through is the training. I think when you get through the training, then that's it.
You're set. Okay. There's a question. What is the practice material they had? Could you share with us?
I don't think I can.
We
That's
respect that.
beyond a
We
Peter
respect
too.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, we
I don't
respect
think
that.
I can.
Wendy says John is eloquent. Do we use a normal
Thank you,
CV?
Wendy.
Do we use a normal CV? And then what about accent? You have two questions, normal CV and also accent. And then the last one is how to apply.
Normal CV, yes. But make your CV short and sweet. When I mean short and sweet, do not send a long CV because, again, this is not like a big job. Make sure at least one page, and make sure it has tools. The tools, online tools. What type of online tools? In this case, I mean Google Sheets, because yes, you're going to use Google Sheet. Zoom, because you don't know about Skype. Probably nowadays a lot of people don't use Skype, so put things like Zoom or Microsoft. When they see those tools, the HR will go through them. She might ask, but she'll ask you just the ones that are relevant to what they are using. So make sure it has that.
Did you hear that? Please repeat that. What do they need to have? Number one, she said short CV. That is a resume. Use a resume, one-page CV. Number two, online tools must be on your CV. Which are? Please tell them one more time.
I'm going to give you the ones that reference whatever they have. We have Google Sheets. Google Sheets, it's just Excel, but now on Google. We have Microsoft Teams. This is help you with Zoom meetings, and it will reference to whatever they use as Zoom meetings. Phone system. Phone system, they have a different one, but you can go online and go and know about AirCall, Ring Central, Ring VoIP, and soft phone.
Please repeat
So when you have an
because a lot of
idea,
people are writing.
AirCall, Ring Central, Ring VoIP, and soft phone. They have their own, but if you understand just one of them, just Google one, AirCall. AirCall. If you understand what AirCall is and what type of system it is, you'll be able to answer any as long as you have an idea.
Okay.
Yes. When you're typing, guys, when you're doing the typing test, please do not tense. If you tense, you'll not be able to write the words properly. You'll do a lot of mistakes and you'll be disqualified. So when you're typing, please be calm, because the HR is not, she doesn't smile a lot, but she doesn't give a fear vibe. So be calm.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
And
she
your
Kenyan?
CV has to be in, no, she's not. Your CV has to be in points in a way that she can go through it fast. Do not make long points in bullet points. Sorry. Yes. Bullet points. Be
Okay.
clear on your dates. And if you lie on your dates, please write them on a sticky note. Anything that you lie about on your CV, make sure you
Yes.
write it on a sticky note.
Okay.
Okay? This is a tip. Make sure you write it on a sticky note and stick it on your laptop. So when she asks you, you're looking at her, but you're looking at the laptop.
Tip for
Ujanja
the
watu.
thieves. If you want to steal, please use sticky notes and stick it on your computer. Okay? Kwa laptop. That's a very good tip. Okay. Wow. There are a few more questions for you. After how long can you
Okay.
reapply after being disqualified? And then, So when exactly is the working time in case you earn the opportunity to work with them? Like what are the working terms?
When you get the opportunity, it's 5 p.m. Kenyan time to 1 a.m. Kenyan time. Again, if you have school, please do not say that you're schooling. If you have a side gig, please do not say that you have it. That's a they'll say it's okay, but it's a disqualification.
Umesikia?
I know you cannot stay idle since morning up to 5 and since you're sleeping through the night because job inaisha 1 a.m. And it's make sure you say no, 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 no. You have nothing that interferes with whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes. Do you work on Saturdays or Sundays?
It depends. The main day is Monday to Friday. Working on Sunday depends on the product. And if you do work on Saturday, sorry, not Sunday, Saturday. If you work on Saturday, it's half day. So
Okay.
that will be 5 p.m. to probably around 9 there.
Okay. All right. So for the people joining us right now, this is calls expert. All right, we're speaking about Don is talking about calls expert, and in case you don't know what that is, wow, you may need to go to TikTok and watch the videos that were posted today. All right, and then it will be easier for you to get to understand this. And don't you worry, because after this live, this video will be edited and posted on YouTube. Okay, so you can listen to this anytime from tomorrow. All right, you can also listen to what she said during the day. So Dawn has gone through the process from the interview all the way to the training. She's already done with the training, which was yesterday. You know, she's just giving us she's just updating us on how the journey was. Okay, Monday to Friday from what time? She said from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. every single day. Don't tell them that you're also working, or if you're engaged in any way, don't tell them. What other questions did I see? Come again about the
Oh,
apps you need to. Yes.
another thing, Nyawera. You
Yes.
remember the audio where we were to practice about selling a product? You remember the audio? That's
Yes.
the final roll call. That's the final role play.
Wow.
Exactly whatever is on that audio.
Yes.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly whatever is on that audio. Now, if whoever has applied, please go back to that audio and practice like you're talking to a real person. Because at the end of the training, that's exactly what you're going to do with the trainer.
Meskia.
The way we were asking ourselves, we were imagining the client talking to us. Now the trainer will actually be talking to you. So whatever is on that audio is exactly what's happening on the final day.
Yes. Thank you. There's a question here, and I think this is someone who just joined. They're asking, do you text Melody first? How do you get to know who is Melody? And after she responds, is it when you text the HR? I think she just want to understand the procedure. If you don't mind, you can take them through.
So this is a procedure that I went through. I came here on live and I found Yawera talking about it. She directed us to her WhatsApp channel. On her WhatsApp channel, you find all the steps to apply for that job. You find the audio calls, then how to text Melody, and the first person that you text is Melody, and there are things that you're supposed to text Melody, and after that, then Melody takes you to the HR. Number two, if you have in mind that you're going to text her today, and then tomorrow you're HR, and then the next day you're working, no, you have to be patient. You'll text her today, and she'll not reply. Even tomorrow, she'll not reply. What you have to do is you text Melody continuously, the same thing. Do not indulge, hey, how are you? Did you receive? No. The same text message over and over and over again. The only person that you do not text twice is the HR. It's written on her bio. I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, which she does. Even if it takes her time, she does. And then after that, then that's when you start the whole training process.
Any question? Any question? Please ask. If you have any question, please ask. And don't say that I should be willing to train anyone that may need her assistance. So feel free to reach out to her. This is her account. Follow her and get in touch with her on TikTok. All right? In case you get stuck. She's willing to help you out. Are you Kenyan? You're English. Kuna watu wanaweza kama wewe ni Mkenya.
Mi ni Mkenya.
Kama
Mi
ongea
ni
Kikuyu.
Mkenya.
Nawasikia. Yeah.
Mi ni Mkenya.
You know you also got,
Your English,
yes.
your English doesn't have to be perfect. Your English doesn't have to lose all the Kenyan way, but you have to make sure you tone the words. When you say your words, make sure you're finishing, like, how do I even say it? Do not swallow words, okay? Because we have Jamaicans. We have Jamaicans there. And the accent is heavier than ours. We have Rwandanese, and the accent is also heavier. We have people from Ghana in the same place. So your English make sure you just tone your voice. Okay, be calm, because when you're calm, you have tonality.
All right. So when you tell them to be calm, would you maybe respond to one of the queries that were asked to you, using the same tone that you did? Just a practical for people to understand.
Okay, for me, when I'm nervous, I talk very fast. I go like, "Hey, my name is Caroline. I've worked as a customer service." You hear, I'm swallowing my words. But when you're calm, when you say in your name, "Hello, my name is Caroline. I've worked as a customer service for the past 3 years." You see, I'm emphasizing on my words. Okay, you emphasize on the words that you have. But when you're calm, you swallow them continuously. When you're not calm, you're like, "My name is Caroline. I've worked as a customer service for 3.5 years. I'm too fast. I'm swallowing some words." Make sure if you feel like your accent is too heavy, calm down and finish and emphasize on your words. "Hi, my name is Caroline. I've worked as a customer service for the past 3 years. My experience has been through 2 different industries." Like, you are able to express yourself without panicking. I've learned it the hard
To
way.
keep going. I wanted you to keep going. I was so ready. Case scenario. I am not aware of your brand. Give a response. Just because I want to get you talking.
Yeah, wait, unaniweka kwa mtego.
Just because we want to hear you talk. Kama mnaonaje? Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use a scenario of what whoever is going to be at experts will experience. I have notes. I have notes. I made a lot of notes now. It's like I was going for an exam.
Oh. It was meant for us.
Yes, hold on. At least now I will be able to go back to Talent Pop, because I've understood my mistakes and I've learned from them.
Yes.
And I can go back now.
Yes. We are ready to go back. You worked with Talent Pop?
No, I got through the first training, but I was panicking too much because, and the anxiety of getting a job and everything. So this is, I'm going to go.
Hold it right there. We are coming back to Talent Pop after this. Case scenario.
Okay, so this is what you're going to, these are the questions that Melody is going to ask you. Not Melody, sorry. I don't know why I have her in my brain.
Mm, the HR. Or is it the trainer?
This is a trainer. I'm just going to give a itty bitty part so at least people have an idea.
Thank you.
Oh my god. So as we're speaking, so this is what happens when you don't pass. You're removed from the group.
Mm-hmm.
So people have been removed. I can still see my name, but people have been
That's good.
removed.
That's good. Congrats.
Okay. Oh, don't jinx it. Susie jinx. Let's just wait,
Nakuombea.
okay? All right.
Mm.
So this is what you should expect. Objection handling, which is the craziest part, because that's where they emphasize a lot on, and the introduction part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just in case your viewers are wondering, I will show anyone who needs help. I'll do it for free because I got it for free. Just be polite. Do not be polite and patient with me. Just text me. I'll give you, if you come to my inbox, I'll help you out. But be polite, kindly.
Nasikia? Uende na upole. Usirukaruke na
Okay.
panana. Si ndio? Uende na upole. Nasikia vile anaongea. You know, the first time I met her, honestly, the first time I spoke to you, I was trying to figure, is she Asian? Yeah. Trust me. Until I met you in person, I was like, okay. Be patient with her. Sindo, be patient with her. If you need help, get in touch with Dawn. Please follow her, inbox her. She's able to guide you, and she says she's doing it for free. Sasa wewe kosa uchekwe. Sindo, she's
I
gone
will
through the
I will
process. Yes.
use okay, I will use the audio that's in your channel if you allow me. Is that okay?
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, so I will use your name, okay?
Okay.
Hey Nyawera, how you doing? I need you to respond me just Atakama, I'm doing fine. Hey Nyawera, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Caroline here from Insurance Supermarket, and I'm following up with you about the new final expense plan. And I noticed we're not able to help you the last time we spoke. As a resident of Kansas, we would like to share with you a unique state approved plan that will surely benefit you. Kindly, Mary, I have your address here as 1234 and your zip code is 5678. For the remainder of this call, kindly be reminded that it will be recorded. Thank you. Now that's the introduction. Now, when you're going to the second part, she will hit you with these questions like, I already have insurance. I do not need insurance. She'll not ask you like precisely like that. She'll just be like, oh no, I don't need insurance. Get off my phone. Like she'll try to be a client. So what you're supposed to do is acknowledge, check, and ask. So acknowledging you are like, I understand your way, right? It's great that you've already taken a step if you have insurance. But don't you agree it's okay to look around the market for better options? According to our rates, we have a lower rate, which is beneficial for you and your family just in case you need to check the market later. So those are the types of things that you guys are going to get. Yes. So if you need help, I'll help you because trust me, I know how it is to have anxiety through this whole process. So if you come, I'll help you for free, but please be patient and usikuje na when after our live here there's someone who came to me and they were not good at all. Miss
Yeah.
social media, but they were not good at all.
Kawaida.
So that's what I'm saying. Please be polite.
All right. I'm also worried already. Wow, I think people needs a bit of training. Yeah.
Yes.
So reach out
I
to John. Yes.
I know I had this mentality when
Mm-hmm.
I first came to you
Mm.
that it was going to be easy peasy. I even thought by 15th of January I would be working, but
Yeah.
no.
Didn't
Yes.
work.
And also after the training, please
Mm-hmm.
continue studying just because you get onboarded, because I heard there's a probation period the first week, and you have to, if you passed the training, you have to make sure you are as strong as you are in the first week.
Mm. Mm.
So Nilu, I asked a lot of questions from people because I needed to be,
Mm.
informed.
Yes.
Yes.
You did research, proper research. I like that. Kuna mtu anauliza utanipea hiyo kizungu pia?
Come, I'll record your audio for you. If you want your audio to be recorded, I'll record it for you. But make sure when you're going to the HR, you don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you speak German, French, or Spanish? That's for
I
you,
know.
Don. None, eh?
No, none.
Okay. All right. You need to pick any of the three, yeah? There's a job that I just shared
Okay.
this evening, and I'm trying to find candidates, customer service agents that can speak German, and the company pays 70 plus benefits. All right, 70 plus other benefits. I also need French customer service agents, and I need Spanish customer service agents. If you know anyone and you're on this live, please recommend them to get in touch with me on my WhatsApp number as soon as tomorrow. Sana sana for the German speaking customer service. The interviews are on Monday. I'm going to send you in for an interview on Monday. The company pays 70 plus. So, sawa. So if this is
I
something you can do, get in touch with me.
I
Yes,
have a
Don?
friend, she speaks. Did you say French?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, she speaks very fluent French. I'll
Perfect.
send
Ask
her
her to
your way.
give her my number.
Okay.
Yeah, let her send a CV and then let her write very well that it's a French speaking customer service so that I can pick that very fast.
Okay, I will.
Yes. The positions are on site. All of them are on site, not remote, on site. The company is in Westie. Okay, so for
No
anyone,
problem.
yeah. I speak French, but not in Kenya at the moment. Oh, I wish you were. So it's a very good job, and I need people as soon as possible. Just share this with people. Let me get as many people as possible and recommend them. No payment, we're not asking you to pay anything. We're just going to connect you with a job. I've been trying to find German speaking customer service agents since last year. Na sijaipata hata mmoja. Mpaka najiuliza kwani muko na nani kwa live? Muko na nani kwa live? Anyway, I know they'll come. Si ndio? Nitafutieni. So, if you're here, follow Dawn. Get in touch with her if you need any assistance. Sana sana kwanza, when you get ready for the training, I think when you do your first class, your training, you to understand why you need Dawn to train you. I think that's when you'll understand. But if you can start practicing, do it now. Is there anyone who has a question in regard to this? Call center agents. Calls expert? Anyone? I want to speak to Dawn about talent pop. We will come. I'm learning German right now. Perfect. Where? Betty's collection. Wapi uko? I want to strike a deal with a company that is going to train us German. It's good rates. It's some good rates. Betty, if you can recommend the institution you're training with, please recommend on WhatsApp. I would love that. How do you send CV to calls expert? Now, my number is 0702 ndio imeandikwa hapo 622 961 ndio imeandikwa hapo. That's my number. Text me and just request uongeze kwa channel and I'll do that for you. Sawa. On the channel utapata melody na utaweza kuapply. I'll also post some videos after this mali utapata hizi opportunities. Sawa. All right. Thank you, Carol. I'll also be looking at that. Thank you. Hiyo lazima tuweke pale. watupatie some good rates, alafu tuende. Learning German online. Wapi? Online. Recommend to me if you're learning German anywhere or French, I'm a Spanish. Just text me the institution name. Hata kama ni online, share it with me on WhatsApp. I'm going to reach out to them. Watupatie good rates. A good customer service was in Qatar, but now in Kenya. Can you speak German, French, Spanish? I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Should I start from scratch? You should start from scratch. Yeah, you should. If you can learn, please do. Please do. So request, if you want to apply for a job with Melody, just text me and I'll connect with Melody. Sawa. And you can begin the process. Sawa. I sent a message, but you did not reply. Text again, Jem. Cause expert, is it cold calling? This is for Dawn. Manu kanauliza, calls expert, is it cold calling, customer service, or is it a mix of both?
It's cold calling, but you do not find leads. You're given leads to call. And yes, you should close a lead, but there's no pressure to close a lead. Okay, and you're not paying a commission. I know when people hear cold calling, they hear commission. No, there's no commission. You have a salary based, end month salary based pay. So you're given leads and you call. And from what I understand, it's not young people. These are old people. So there's a less chance of them hanging up on you because they probably don't have anyone to talk to. So yes, they're old people, and it depends with your tone. If you talk to them nicely, the way I had those recordings, and create small petty talk. Is it petty talk? Or what do you call it? Just unnecessary conversations on the call. They stay on the line. So yes, it's cold calling with leads, without commission based, with a full salary end month.
Nasikia? Yes. Any other question? Tunajibu. Now, if you don't know how to apply, just go to my TikTok page. Hii page tu mali tuko. Just watch. We posted a video on how to apply. Before you even go watch it, text on 0702-622-961. My number is on bio. Take the 0702 number, okay? Text and just say niongeze kwa channel. As simple as that, tutaongeza. Then go watch the videos on how to apply. Then utafanya application yako. Once you begin the processes, you have Dawn here. Follow Dawn, ndio huyo hapa chini. Follow and start conversation with her. Yes, if you need assistance, she'll be able to guide you. The reason why I can't do it is because I do thousands and thousands of things at the same time, but Dawn can assist you. Na amesema she's willing to do it. So please follow her. Now, I want to go to Talent Pop because this is another organization that recruits, all right, and it is also remote. You work from your house. How many of us do not know what Talent Pop is? Do you have people that don't know Talent Pop? Any on this live? No, ujui Talent Pop. This is a different company. Ile ilikuwa called Zexpa, sasa tuko Talent Pop. Kama ujui niambie, andika tu sijui. John, do you mind maybe telling us what Talent Pop is all about and maybe your experience with the application? How was it for you?
Okay, Talent Pop is a BPO also. They hire, and then they hire people from all over, and then they find a client that matches your skill. Now, the beauty about Talent Pop is you have a contract, you sign a contract with them. There are even health benefits. That's something I've come to know. And right now, their salary has gone to $4.50 per hour. And the Talent Pop is not a bad place. And they deal with
4 point?
$4, 4.50 cents. Yes.
Okay.
And that's the rate. When I applied, that's the rate I was getting.
Okay.
And it's an e-commerce. And when I mean e-commerce, In layman's terms, this is sales. As long as you've done anything. Okay, let's use something that is in Kenya. Jumia. We have Jumia, right? They, I think they are mostly dealing with Shopify. I don't know, but they need you to have Shopify experience. So in Kenya, our Shopify is Jumia Kilmall. Okay, so you should be able to be diversant in e-commerce. Again, this is why I say you lie. Okay, please, Paule, I'm using your life to say that, but you have to. Many reasons. This is my own opinion. I think many reasons why people don't pass after ile initial umejaza hizo, when you're applying, before they call you for an interview, there's a form that you fill. Many people don't pass that because, one, your CV, you've based it as you're going to apply for a local job here in Kenya, and it's totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So I think you should be able to match your CV to what they do.
Yes.
Okay, for me, the first time I ever applied for Talent Pops, I didn't pass the first stage. And then the second time I applied for it, when I talked to someone who's working there, I passed the first stage. And then the second stage, that's where I got kicked out, juicy, because of how tense I was with my communication. I understand why I was tense, because I was in desperate need of a job, and I let it overwhelm me. But they told me, the lady told me, and so I've been working on it, and I think it's kind of it's working out. So for Talent Pop, you have to be keen on your essays. Your essays on the last pages, you have to be keen, and you have to write them like it's something. Okay, for me, what I did, I read a lot of novels. So my essays, especially the question of tell me what your best day will be like, it's something like that. I wrote it from a novel perspective. Tell me about your previous birthday. I wrote it in a weirdest imagination, and I wrote it like I was living it at the moment. So that is something you should do. If you can't do that, write down points, paste them on ChatGPT, and then when it gives you the answers, take them and paraphrase them. If you think you're not sure about your spelling, take it to Grammarly. Use Grammarly. It's the free part to see your mistakes and where it will give you the ideas of where to fix. It will even fix for you. If you can't count the words because they need a few characters, there's a difference between characters and words. They go to Google, type character counting, I think, and paste it there. It will automatically count how many characters it is. And then do not copy. Go back, put on a sticky note, and then type in the words on your form on Talent Pop. It might seem like a lot of work, but it's good. It will help you. Okay, on the when you're done with the form, go to when you're called for when they send you an interview. On my end, I received I don't know how to explain it. They sent it like gorilla test for you to record yourself. The questions were there. Tell me about yourself, the type of tools that you've used. It's tell me about your previous experience for the past 2 years. So you can record as many times as you want.
Okay.
But before you click that button, I would advise people to, again, practice before you even click the button. Even if you record again and again, at least if you do it twice, if you do it without recording, it will be easier for you. Be smart. Just because it's an online thing, usivae tu venye unataka. At least make sure you're smart and be jovial. Smile hata kama ujisikii kusmile.
Yes.
Yes. And if there's a timer, make sure you keep you list down, for example, your achievements. If you're listing down your achievements, make them systematically. Don't be guessing along the way. So again, before you apply, do your practices, write them down on your book, on your sticky pads, wherever. And then this is what I did. I sticked on my laptop. Like, I've already practiced, but the most important achievements, I write them down.
Yes.
So when I'm saying whatever I'm saying, when I see I have experience with Shopify, I look at it and then I elaborate it as I go on.
Wow.
That's a very simple trick.
Mm.
And they ask you about the tools that you've used. Number one, hatujaitumia Gorgias. If you have never used Gorgias, say you have, and make it your obligation to go back to Google, go back to ChatGPT, go to YouTube, learn what Gorgias is, learn how it works. You've never used Monday.com, go back, learn what Monday.com is. Take your time to research. All the tools that you tick on the form, make sure you go back and study them.
Okay.
And then come back. So when you're explaining on the video, it doesn't seem like you're guessing. It seems like you're sure of what you know. Be calm, be confident, and you'll move on to the next page.
Yes. Wow. This is when applying, guys. And guess what? This form is on their page. If you go to talentpop.com, all right, you'll be able to find the form for application purposes. And what she's training is what you need to consider as you fill that form. The application procedure is lengthy. Hiyo si uongo, hatutakudanganya, it's lengthy, but you have to take it a step at a time. All right? So remember, this whole video is going to be, or this whole live is going to be on YouTube. So you'll be able to find it on YouTube after this. So don't worry. Everything that has been said here, utaipata pale YouTube. We'll even label it very well. All right. Our conversation with Dawn on Talent Pop, and also the other company, Cause Expert, so that you can find it easily. You watch it, listen to it 1,000 times, and then do your application. I love the fact that she's talked about Cause Expert and at the same time, Talent Pop. So you have a lot. All these companies are recruiting remote. You work from your own house, okay? All you need is internet. But one thing we have learned is it's not easy. It's not easy. It needs work. You have to prepare for this. But of course, it pays well. Cinder, it pays well. When we had Jean said that somebody said they were earning 40K plus commissions, and which is fine. But we've also been told by Dawn that what you earn is dependent on the campaign that you are on or on the product that you are on. So it's okay. Salary should not be an issue. Talent Pop pays very well. Okay, pays hata over 100K uta earn. You see Wongo Talent Pop. So it's a process. And then I love the fact that both John P and Caro have gone through CCI. What I told you earlier on, CCI ni NYS ya call center. Okay? So pia kama hujaifanya any, wenye wanasema sina experience, jaribu CCI sana. Ukipita CCI, ukishapata training ya CCI kupatia, you're good to go. Hakuna kampuni huwezi fanya after that. Sawa? So jaribu CCI kabisa. Hii kikataa, hizi kikataa, ng'ang'ana na CCI. Zote hizo kampuni zote unazipata wapi? On my channel on WhatsApp. Text on my number, request uongeze kwa channel, watch all these videos, learn, then prepare. If you take any of the interviews and you need the help of Dawn, ndio huyu hapa. Anaitwa Caro. Hata ashatuambia. Anaitwa Caro. Get in touch with her. Here she is. Sawa. And then, sisi tunakuwish success. End of any application, but if you have a question, please feel free to ask. But now I want Carlo to tell us the final thing you tell people. The final thing that you tell people, what would that be? About this application, both Talent Pop and because it seems like a similar process. It's not easy. What would you tell people?
I will tell people to go with, you have to find a reason why you're applying, because I my first reasons, yes, they were genuine, but they made me fail. But now, because I know why, you have to make sure you understand why you're applying, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to be able to communicate. You hear the way I'm communicating, you think I'll not find it hard, but trust me, I found it hard a lot. You might think even through the role play I was okay, but the first time I wasn't. Because again, anxiety and the pressure, because the other people who are doing good, you go there thinking that I'm Kenyan, I don't have a Jamaican accent or a Nigerian accent, we don't have accents. But you find those people at that particular moment, the accent goes away. Yes, you can hear it, but at the same time, you cannot hear it. You see? So you have to be intentional on what you're doing. Again, practice before anything. Understand what customer service is. I would say I've come to understand remote customer service is not just about how can I help you? How can I guide you? Yes, I'll send you the information. No, it's even about upselling. You're selling something and yet you're a customer service. So you have to have an open mind. Go online, Google customer service remote on LinkedIn, and see people's profiles. You'll be amazed by some of the things that you find on their profiles. You'll find someone with CRM tools, and at the same time, you don't know what CRM tools is, and you want to apply for a customer service one, a job outside. You have to understand what CRM is. And it's not just customer relationship management. No, there's also a tool for it. There is something like Castex. There's something like Zoho. You have to be able to understand. Especially in Talent Pop, you have to be able to understand what remote work and customer service is. It's not the same as here locally in our country. No, it's not the same. So you have to be intentional, do your research, be confident in yourself, make time to learn. Make time to learn. And then when you get this job remotely, this is another experience, I'll tell you, because I've worked remotely for last year and last year but one. Please do not be content with one job, especially if the hours are friendly. Shop around, improve your skill day by day, learn something new. Go to Udemy, go to these online schools, learn something new, because you never know. Remote jobs can be sometimes hectic, they are good, but sometimes you can be left out of the blue and without nothing because you got comfortable like I did. You might end up finding yourself in a situation. So if you find, like, for example, if we are blessed and we get call experts, the hours are very friendly. It's 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. I'm pretty sure most of us are never even asleep at that time. We're scrolling on TikTok. So during the day, learn something, find something else to do. There's so many companies hiring remotely. You just have to put your energy on it. Right now, the time I was telling you, I forgot. I was roaming online and I found something and I've been applying on it. And I'm on stage 2 because they've replied back. So be able to push yourself. Please push yourself. So it's not easy. It's easy and at the same time not easy. Again, rejection. Be able to deal with rejection when it comes to remote work. You're rejected here doesn't mean that you're not good. You are good, but you're not there good. You're someone else's good. So yes.
I like that. You're good. You're just not their good. You're someone else's good. Hey, okay. I hope you're getting that, eh? So you're not badly off. Wow. But yeah, that's very powerful. I like that. Whew, what else do you want to say? Carol, you are a
What
talker.
were the two, man?
You are
I
a
can
talker.
talk. You.
You are a talker.
Anyway, I wish everyone the best. And Nawera, I want to thank you so much. I really do. It was a miracle you came to my For You page, and I'm grateful for it. I am so grateful. People should not give up. If you're applying for anything, I wish everyone all the best.
Yes. Meskia, wish you the very best. And she's there to coach you if you need help. And if your coach tunasikia amekusaidia sana, unaweza kumbaia kahawa, please do. Please do. All right? Please do. Hatujasema uende ukanunue kahawa. Say ukisikia umeguswa, umesaidika, unaweza kumnunulia kahawa. Yes, you can. Sawa. Yeah, so go get the help that you need from Carol. I like that. Wow, this has been informative. You know, by the way, I've seen someone confusing. Let me read what they wrote. I saw something. Thank you so much, Dawn, by the way. So far we have
Okay.
I met Dawn and she called me. I remember she called severally. Then one time she called and I picked. Yani by miracle. It was a miracle. And I never used to pick calls then. That was in, I think, Jan. Then that time I picked and we talked. And she was like, I really want to speak to you. So we ended up at an interview the next week. Was it the next week?
Yes.
A week after. I went with her to the interview. We took the interview. Here we are, still at it. Bado tuna push. And so far she's applied several. Look at Talent Pop to call center na bado. So pia wewe, hapana give up. There's somebody who wrote something that was so confusing. And I think it was Dolin, if I'm not wrong. Yeah? Yes, she said, Nyawe, after applying CCI, ndio you wait Melody's response, ama. So, Dolin, uko na mimi? Uko hapa? I want to make this clear. Dolin, kama uko hapa, please type. I want you to know these are all different companies. We've talked about CCI. CCI is a call center in Kenya. Sawa, you go to the office on a daily basis. Hiyo ndio tumesema iko Tatu City na the other branch iko Garden City. Hiyo ni CCI. Na tukasema ni NYS ya Kenya. When you learn from them, it's never a walk in the park. CCI, it's tough. Ukienda TikTok uandike CCI, utapata complaints na good, yani zote. It's a balance of both good and bad, okay? But when you speak to people that have worked with CCI, watakwambia what they gained from that training, what they gained from working with CCI has been their backbone till today. So CCI anytime tick, sawa. So CCI is different. The second company you talked about was called Zexpert. That is where we have Melody, okay? The third one was Talent Pop. To apply, you just need to go to the website Talent Pop. Application process is on their website. Okay? 3 different companies. Okay? CCI, application, there's a form. On the channel imeandikwa CCI. Ukiona CCI, kuna channel, kuna form. Watch the video, jaza form, ngoja CCI wa respond kwako, na wakuite interview, watakutumia text. They don't call people, they send a text. Wewe enda interview. Calls Expert is a whole process. Hapo ndio Melody. You have to text Melody. You need to go and watch the procedure Calls Expert. Pia hiyo link iko wapi? You'll be guided on the channel. Sawa. But you'll find Melody on Skype. Sawa. Ya tatu ni Talent Pop. Hiyo unaenda kwa website ya Talent Pop. Those are 3 different companies that we've touched, and all of them ni customer service. So today has just been about customer service and nothing more. If you're not on the channel and if you want to join the channel, my number is 0702 622 0702 622 961. Text and say Nyawe niongeze kwa channel. Let me make it easier for you. Utaongezwa. Go watch on the channel. And if you have any challenge, on that same number, text and ask for guidance. Utasaidika. Sawa. Sasa mimi kwangu ni kukupatia njia, nimekupa njia. Sasa yako ni kwenda kufanya part yako, kufanya application na kuhakikisha umesikiza kila kitu nimesema na ufuate maagizo. Ukifuata maagizo itakuwa rahisi. Nakumbuka, you may not get all these jobs. I may keep sharing them and you may not get them because you're good, but you're not good for all these jobs. You're good for another job. Hey, me using don't words, eh? So the fact that you're not getting jobs doesn't mean that you're not good. You're not imperfect. You're perfect. It's just that you're not perfect for that particular job. You're gonna be perfect for a different job. Hey, Don, hiyo nitalala nikiota. I love that. I love that. I really love that. Now, lastly, Don tukituambia kwa heri. I think I'm not gonna read jobs because I know it's late. We'll do jobs tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. kama kawaida. So let's see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp after this. I'll respond to a number of messages on WhatsApp before I go to bed. And then we'll meet tomorrow at 9. So, wacha Don atufungie. Don, ambia watu kitu. We ni toka.
Well, I think I should try be on TikTok. Anyway, I have nothing else to say, but I wish you all guys the best. Muapply tu. Pia mimi saizi niko hapa na laptop, sijui nitalala saa ngapi. I'm applying on a lot of things. Make sure by the end of this year you have a testimony somewhere. It doesn't have to be big, but kadogo tu.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. A testimony tu, hata kama ni kadogo by the end of the year. Na huwezi pata testimony kama uja put some work into it. Testimony yezi come, si ndio? So lazima ujitume. So lazima ujitume. I liked your pointers. My goodness. When you talked about the training, talent pop, you talked about, my God. Mi sifungi kama sijarudia. Because naona ni kama hamkusikia. Naona ni kama hamkusikia. Wacha nirudie. There's something Dawn said. Very, very powerful. She said, at your free time, research on different LinkedIn. Mdemu andika muko darasa. Research on different LinkedIn. Watu wenye apply kazi za customer service, LinkedIn zao zikoje? Mbona unaweza pata kazi via LinkedIn? Wacha ikuwe insight kwako kukusaidia kutengeneza proper LinkedIn na pia CV yako, okay? Ya pili akasema kuna different tools, okay? CRM tools that you need. If you're on this live, tulifunzwa Gorgeous, tukafunzwa Shopify na Zendesk. Tulifunzwa na Sally last year. Tutamleta tena wafunze what it means. CRM tools, okay? CRM tools, wacha nijaribu. Nani haelewi CRM tools? Muuliza swali ndio nijue kama nitaeleza ama nitaassume kila mtu anaelewa. Nani ajui CRM tools zinamaanisha nini? Mi moja inatosha for me kukuelezea. Now, hizi kampuni za call centers ama tuzite BPOs, napenda kutumia lugha watu wataelewa. Kampuni za call centers ama agencies, okay? Wanakuwaga na different types of jobs, okay? Ama clients. So, kulingana na client, kama vile nani ametuelezea, Karo amesema, kama ni Shopify, okay? Client wao anaweza kuwa ni Jumia. Jumia ina fall under Shopify because ni shopping. Pia ukiona watu wenye wanauza manguo Kenya, they run website. So wao wana fall under Shopify. So you need to understand how Shopify works. That is Jumia. Kama call center ama kama call center agent, lazima uelewe Shopify. Hiyo ni CRM tool. You just need to go to YouTube and write learn Shopify. Take your time and learn. Whatever you learn, ndio utakuwa unaulizwa. Okay? We're going to have Sally come back and train you soon. I'll talk to her. I've been promising. I know. I'll action. 2, the other one tulifunzwa was Zendesk. Si ngumu. Na tukafunzwa pia Gorgeous. It is another application. It is another type of customer service. It's a tool. Or rather, you need to understand ndio ikuwe rahisi for you kuweza nini kupata hiyo kazi. When you go for the interview at Talent Bob, they'll be asking you questions in order to understand kama unaelewa. So kama ujui Shopify, ukiulizwa swali, hautajua kujibu. Utakuwa lost. But if umeenda online, and I like what Karo said, she said go online, go to Instagram, not Instagram, I'm obsessed na Instagram. Go to LinkedIn. Angalia LinkedIn profiles watu wenye wanafanya customer service. Wale wamekuwa kufanya customer service for a very long time. Angalia zile tools wamelearn. Hizo kina Shopify, kina Zendesk. Once you learn them, pia wewe enda ulearn, jifunze. Si lazima ufunzwe na shule. Hizi unaweza jifunza. Okay? Because wakati unafanya application zinafaa kuwa kwa CV yako. Zikiwa kwa CV na maanisha itakuwa rahisi kupata hiyo interview. Ya tatu akasema, when you have time on your hands. Hey, this girl. Point by point by point. When you have time in your hands, skill up. Learn a new skill. Kila wakati ukiwa na free time, tumia masaa yako vizuri. Keep learning. Why? You have a goal and you need to focus. The fact that umepata kazi talent pop, ama umepata kazi na nini na cause expert ama CCI, haimaanishi hapo ndio mwisho. You have to learn to climb. And if you want to climb, if you want to do better, it means more money. Si ndio? And when there is more money, it means you have to learn. So keep skilling up. Easy tools zote CRM, hebu andika mahali CRM tools, ukitoka hapa enda ufanye research. Now study one at a time. The more you know, the better you are. Because every time you meet a different client who needs or rather uses a different CRM tool. So if you're good at it, then you're good to go. Am I making sense? Because I'm trying to use the simplest language that you can understand. The more you learn, the better you become at it. And you've been given a tip. Enda LinkedIn. Angalia wale wakuu. Walitoka wakuu. Wale wazee kwa hii industry. You know, wale wakuu kwa hii industry. Wamelearn nini? Nini important? Nini iko kwa LinkedIn yao imewasaidia? Kama wameiweka pale, sasa go learn. Ndio ukipata interview, pia unaweza grow. Then kumbuka, because ni BPO, iko na clients different. Ile client wako naye leo anatumia a different CRM tool. So it means hautaikosa kazi. Because unaelewa CRM tools mingi, hautaikosa kazi. Ni kama najaribu kuileta home yani. Okay, kama unafanya account unaweza elewa. Ni kama softwares. Wacha niseme tu softwares. Ni kama softwares. Ni kama vile unajua kutumia TikTok, unaweza tumia YouTube, unaweza tumia nini? Unaweza tumia Skype. Unajua kama unaelewa kutumia Zoom, unaelewa, you know how to use different applications. It is just like that. Ukiulizwa kwa like yes I can, you'll be able to grow in that career. It is as simple as that. Point by point by point. Thank you so much, Dawn. You may not know, but you have just changed somebody's life by those remarks. But then, do you know, manifani nimejaza a whole page. Mimi nimeandika a whole page. So I don't know who umeandika kiasi gani because mimi niko na a whole page. I have a whole page of knowledge from her just speaking. Na nimeongea for less than an hour. And I have a whole page because I am learning. Why? You can never teach, you can never train if you don't learn. And remember, when I started doing TikToks, I didn't know most of these things. Do you know where I learn? I'm learning from Dawn. I'm learning from Sally. I'm learning from Sir Osti. I'm learning from this. And when I learn, I write notes. Why? Kesho nitakuja. In fact, nikitoka hapa nenda kuzipitia. I'm also going to be working on this. I'm learning something new. So you should also do the same. Sindio? If you want to excel, you need to learn. Na hakuna mahali huwezi learn. Kwanza in such a setup, she's given us knowledge quite a lot. Not a say knowledge, insight. Sasa wewe ndio fanye research yako. Get yourself ready. Go do it. If you feel like kuna mahali hauelewi, haushiki, nitafute WhatsApp. Kama una feel umekuwa unatafuta job lakini hazikam, hausaidiki. Today I met this lady, I told you. I was doing career coaching. Just sat down and talked about her future. What is it? Where are we going here? We'll be meeting. What I do with my career coaching, I meet people, individuals, every 3 weeks or every month. And talk about your future and we start working on it. By the time we're meeting next time, I already know where to begin. Uko na task. So if that's something you want to get into, nitafute. If you feel stuck, talk to me. Sindio? Yeah, we keep growing. That's how you grow day by day. It's your career, it's your life, it's your money, it's your everything. Sindio? Yes. So Dawn, thank you so much and good evening. Would you like to say something? Ama niseme kwa heri? Kama bado uko hapa.
Goodbye.
All
No,
right.
goodbye and thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone. So join in Gemma. Let's meet tomorrow at 9 p.m. a.m. 9 a.m. kesho. So I hope umelearn kitu na umesaidika mahali, si ndio? If you have any question, if you need any follow up, nipate WhatsApp, nitakujibu. Use the number 0702. Good night. Good night, Sally. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Nyawe. Anytime, anytime. Remember, I don't give jobs. Me, I lead, you follow, and then you go work on yourself. Sendo. Thank you so much, everybody, and good night. I appreciate